I'm incredibly inspired to give you a soundest advice that I got for you. And this brilliant idea may help you in brushing away all your queries and push you forward in getting a simple solution. Join me in this video and I'll make it clear within few minutes. And let's get started with today's topic, that is on conformal transformations. And here is some special conformal mapping, that is W is equal to TanZ. See, here is the solution. So as you know that W is equal to, this is U plus IV, and Z is equal to, this is X plus IY. So if I substitute in this, see here, W is equal to, see, W is equal to tan Z. So in place of W, I am going to keep U plus IV. See, this is U plus IV is equal to, this is tan. In place of Z, I am going to write X plus IY. Clear? It's okay. And the next thing here is, this is U plus IV can be written as sine of, this is X plus IY by this value is cos of, this is X plus IY. Okay. And the next thing which I am going to do is, this is U plus IV is equal to, see, this is sine X plus IY, and here it is cos X plus IY. In the numerator as well as denominator, I am going to multiply with 2 on both sides. And the next one is, this is cos of X minus IY. In the numerator as well as in the denominator, I am multiplying with the same term. So here U plus IV is equal to, so this is U plus IV can be written as, see, 2 sin C cos D formula is nothing but sine of A plus B. So this is C plus D. So this value is X plus IY plus this value is X minus IY plus this is a sine of C minus D, that is X plus IY. This is minus X, minus of minus plus IY. So 2 sin C cos D value is nothing but sine of C plus D plus sine of C minus D. So this is divided by, so here 2 cos C cos D value is nothing but cos of, this value we have to add for one time, that is X plus IY plus this is X minus IY plus this value is cos of, we have to subtract C minus D, that is X plus IY minus X, this is plus IY. Clear? And see, if you observe this one, so it will get cancelled, that is plus IY and minus IY got cancelled here, and here also minus X and plus X got cancelled, here plus IY and minus IY got cancelled, minus X and plus X got cancelled. And see what remained here. So here it is U plus IV is equal to, this is U plus IV value is equal to, this value is sine 2x plus this value is sine 2yi divided by, so this value is cos 2x plus this value is cos 2yi. So we have another formula here, as everybody knows, that is sine, see, sine 2yi can be written as, so this is I times of sine h2y, and next one cos 2yi can be written as, there is no I here, so we have to shift it to hyperbolic functions. So both the formulas I am going to substitute here as well as here. So there are two i's here. So I am going to substitute as U plus IV is equal to, this is U plus IV is equal to, this is a sine 2x. So I will come outside, this is I sine h2y. Clear? Next one here, this is cos 2x I. So there is no need of I. So we can straightly write as cos h2y. So both the formulae are substituted here. And next one, I am going to separate the real part as well as the imaginary part. U plus IV can be written as, this is sine 2xy. So this is cos 2x plus cos h2y plus I times of. So if I separate the imaginary part, sine h2y by, this is cos 2x plus cos h2y. So on comparing the real parts as well as the imaginary parts, here the real value is u is equal to, see, u is equal to this value, and next one v value is equal to this one. So the imaginary value is equal to this one. So if I separate the real values as well as the imaginary values, so we'll be getting u value as, so what is our u value here? So u is so important. So we got u value as, this value is a sine 2x by, this is cos 2x. So this is cos 2x plus cos h2y, and v value is equal to clearly sine h2y by, this is cos 2x, this value is cos 2x plus cos h2y. So these are the values of u as well as v. So now we have to take a case that x is equal to c. After getting u and v, so here are the two cases. If I take case 1 as, see here, the case 1, if I take as x value is equal to c, and if I substitute in both the equations here, then what happens? So in equation, so this is equation 1 and this is equation 2. If I substitute, then this will be, in place of x, wherever I find x, so I am going to keep c here. That is sine 2c by, this value is cos 2c plus cos h2y, and v value is equal to sine h2y by, this value is cos 2c. So this value is 2c plus cos h2y. Clear? And now after getting this one, so I have to eliminate this one. I have to eliminate hy, and therefore if I cross multiply, first if I take an equation here, so u is equal to sine 2c by, this value is cos 2c plus cos h2y. So if I make a cross multiplication, then u cos 2c. So if I send this to other side, then this is u, this is cos h to y is equal to, this value is a sine 2c. So I need the value of this one, cos h to y, and therefore I am sending this term to other side. Then u cos h to y is equal to, this is sine 2c minus this is u cos 2c. Clear? And therefore, and this is one equation here, so I need this equation in future. And the next thing here is, so if I send this u to other side, then this will become, this is cos h2y value is equal to, if I send u to other side, so it's multiplying here, it will divide the other side, u minus, so u gets cancelled, and what remains here? Cos 2c. And this value also, it is needed in the future, so I'm underlining here. And the next one here is the second equation. So this is the u value here. I am taking now the v value here. So v is equal to, so v value is equal to, so clearly see here, sine h2y. V is equal to sine h2y by cos 2c plus cos h2y. So if I take this one and I need the value of this time sine h2y. So I got cos h2y. So if I get sine h2y from this equation, see what happens. So now I am multiplying, that is v cos 2c plus v cos h2y is equal to, this is sine h2y. So sine h2y is equal to, see here, sine h2y is equal to, this is v cos 2c plus this is v cos h2y. So cos h2y value I am writing like this. So this value I am substituting. Then see here, sine h2y is equal to, this is v cos 2c plus v times of, what is cos 2c? Cos 2c value here is from this, that is a sine 2c. So this is sine 2c by u minus this value is cos 2c. So here, so I am keeping one star here, cos 2c value, here I have substituted in this as cos h2y can be written as a sine 2c by u minus cos 2c. So if I multiply, then see what happens here. This value is sine h2y value is equal to, this is v cos 2c plus v times of, if I take u as LCM, then this is sine 2c minus u times of cos 2c. Clear? Again, if I take u as LCM, if I take u as an LCM, see, observe here, this is uv cos 2c plus, if I multiply with v with inside, v into sine 2c minus vu into cos 2c. So this is a sine h to y. Clear? And now if you observe properly, then we can cancel these two values. So these two values, uv cos 2c, uv cos 2c got cancelled. And what remained here? So this value is a sine h2y value is equal to, sine h2y value is equal to, this is v sine 2c by u. So this is v sine 2c by u. So this is sine 2c value. So if I send u to other side, this is u sine h2y is equal to, this is v sine 2c. So again we got u sine h2y value. So this is u cos h2y value. Now in order to eliminate this one y value, so we have to make a squaring and adding. Now I am noting these two equations at one place. So you can observe that is u, that is u cos h2y value we got as a sine 2c minus this is u cos 2c, and next one u sine h2y is equal to v sine 2c. Now these are equations A as well as B. So in order to eliminate y, now I am going to squaring and adding. So if I square and subtract, sorry. So squaring, now squaring and subtracting. So where I have to write, this is a squaring and subtracting. So if I subtract, see what happens, both the equations, if I square, then it will become u square, this is cos h square to y is equal to, this is sine 2c minus u cos 2c whole square. And the next one, if I square this equation, this is u square sine h square to y is equal to, this is v square sine square to c. Now if I subtract, c, if I make a minus, then this will become, if I take u square common, this is cos h square to y minus this is sine h square to y is equal to, this value is sine 2c minus u cos 2c whole square minus this is v square sine square 2c. This is v square sine square 2c. Clear? As you know that cos square h to y minus sine square h to y value is equal to 1. So now this is going to become u square is equal to, this is going to become u square is equal to, this is a sine 2c minus u cos 2c. So this is 2c whole square minus v square, this is a sine square, this is 2c. So this is 2c. And now I am going to expand this one. So if I expand this one, this will become u square is equal to sine square theta. This is a sine square 2c minus this is u square cos square 2c, and this is minus 2ab 2u. This is a sine 2c and this is cos 2c minus v square sine square 2c. Clear? And now see, if I bring this u square, so this is u square and this is u square. If I send it to other side, then see, this step is so important. So this is u square plus. So if I bring it to other side, this will be plus, this value is u square 2c. And next one, if I send this one v square to other side, v square to other side, then this will be plus v square sine square 2c, and again if I send this minus 2c minus 2u sine 2c cos 2c to other side, then this will become plus 2u sine 2c cos 2c. And what is left over here? So here is sine square 2c is left over. And next one, if I send this one plus to other side, then it will become minus sine square 2c is equal to 0. Minus sine square 2c is equal to 0. And next, if I take u square common from this, so if I take u square common, then see what happens. See here, if you observe this one, a minus b whole square. So this is a minus b whole square. So this will be a square. So this will be plus b square minus 2ab. Now, if I send this to other side, so this will become minus. So this is going to become minus. So therefore, if I take u square common, this will be 1 minus cos square 2c plus v square sine square 2c plus 2u sine 2c cos 2c minus this is sine square 2c is equal to 0. Sine square 2c is equal to 0. 1 minus cos square theta is nothing but sine square theta. So this will be u square sine square 2c plus this value is v square sine square 2c plus this is 2u. This value is sine 2c. This is cos 2c minus this value is sine square 2c is equal to 0. And see, if I take sine square 2c common from these two, this will become, so this, if I take sine square 2c common, then this will become u square. So this is u square plus v square into sine square 2c plus this value is 2u sine 2c. This is cos 2c minus this value is sine square 2c is equal to 0. And now if I divide throughout the equation, see here, if I divide throughout the equation by sine square c, see clear, if I divide by sine square 2c on both sides, here 0, 0 by anything is 0. And now see here, this value will become u square plus v square into this value is a sine square 2c by sine square 2c plus this is 2u into sine 2c cos 2c by, so sine square 2c can be written as sine 2c into sine 2c minus this value is a sine square 2c by this value is a sine square 2c is equal to 0. Clear? And now I can cancel these two, sine square 2c, sine square 2c, and I can cancel sine for one time and this for one time. And see what is left over here. So here the equation is u square plus v square plus 2u cos theta by sin theta is nothing but cot. This is cot 2c minus 1 is equal to 0. And if you observe this one, so the equation after keeping x is equal to 0, we got as u square plus v square. So this is u square plus v square plus 2u cos 2c. This is plus 2u cot 2c minus 1 is equal to 0. So this is the equation after calculating and keeping x is equal to c and squaring and subtracting. So when you compare with the equation, so generally we have an equation that is x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0. So this is the circle equation. In place of u we have x and in place of v we have y. On comparing, see here, so this is 2x. On comparing with 2u, so g value will be, certainly g value, what is g value here? So g value is equal to cot 2c. So on comparing, we have g is equal to, so g is equal to cot 2c and f, there is no f value here, and c value is clearly as minus 1. So as this is a circle equation, so this value is a circle, so this is a circle equation, so the center value will be minus g comma minus f, and therefore if I calculate the center here, so what is minus g? This is minus cot 2c comma 0. And now the formula for the radius here is, so this value is the radius. Radius is nothing but this is g square plus f square minus a c. So here the radius value will be, what is g square here? G square is nothing but minus cot 2c whole square plus 0 square minus c value here is minus 1, minus of minus plus 1. So r value here is root over, this is cot square 2c, this is cot square 2c plus 1. So as you know that, so cosecant square theta, see here cosecant square theta minus cot square theta value is equal to 1, and cosecant square theta value is equal to 1 plus cot square theta. So in place of 1 plus cot square theta, I am going to substitute as cosecant square theta. So r value is equal to root over, this is cosecant square 2c, and r is equal to, this value is equal to cosecant 2c. So this is our radius value. So the radius value is equal to cosecant 2c. And therefore, as you know that sine value as well as the cos value ranges from minus 1 to plus 1. So here is how this plane, so which plane it is, so this is the z plane. So here the z plane, how it is transformed to w plane, and let me show you here. So this is x-axis, so this value is the x-axis. So this is the origin 0, 0, and this is x-axis and this is y-axis. So in this plane also, so if you see, so this is u and this is v, and this is again origin. So if you observe that one, the radius here is cosecant 2c, and the next one here, the center value here is minus cot 2c, 0. And therefore, so we are having a radius of 1 unit, and as a cosecant theta, it ranges from sine or cos, it ranges from minus 1 to plus 1. So if I take x is equal to c, so this value is equal to x is equal to c. So this is, if you keep c's here, then this is equal to x is equal to c. So if I take one constant, so it will be like this. If I take a second constant, x is equal to c. So this will be the strip here. The strip is like this. So x is equal to constant. So this is the region. For x is equal to c1, so we got a circle equation. So which equation we got? So we got a circle equation. So if it is 1, if it is minus 1, so this will be plus 1, and this value here is plus I, and in this will be minus I. So here the radius value here will be like this. So this is the circle equation. So here always it ranges from plus 1 to minus 1, and therefore if you take another constant, so here it will be like this, the strip will be like this, and this is the circle equation in the w plane. In the w plane, this is u as well as this value is v, and this is the origin here. So here it ranges from minus 1 to plus 1. So in the z plane, we are going to represent, as it is an imaginary value, we are going to represent with an imaginary points, that is minus I and plus I, and here the real axis, this is plus 1 and minus 1, and these are the graphs. So this is transformed from z plane to, so this is how it is transformed to z plane to w plane, in w is equal to tan z. So let me show you from the textbook here. So till here I have explained you. So this is the center value, and we got this as a circle value. The circle equation is u square plus v square plus 2u cot 2c minus 1. So we got the circle equation u square plus v square plus 2u cot c minus 1 from the textbook. So they have taken the constant as x1, we have taken constant as c, and therefore we got the center as minus cot 2c, 0, and here also we got constant. So the circle has minus cot 2c, 0, and the center value as cosecant 2c. And here is the clarity that these circles passes through 0, the points 0, plus or minus 1. So plus or minus 1 in the y-axis, we are going to represent with I, imaginary values, that is plus or minus I. And therefore 2x plus 1 is equal to cosecant 2x, and therefore these circles are passing through this one. So the infinite strips here, we have taken c1 c1 less than c less than c2, and here if I subtract, so this value ranges from 0 to pi. The parallel to the real axis in the z plane, see here the parallel to the real axis in the z plane is mapped to the circular line with an angle. See here the angle made by this is 2 times of x2 minus x1. See here, this is the angle. So here this is the angle here. So angle, if you see, this will be 2 times of, so the angle here is 2 times of this value is C2 minus C1. If I take two constants, so this will be the theta value. So from this, and the vertices are W is equal to plus or minus I. So here is a clarity given and for this equation. And the next one, if you take y is equal to constant, what happens? The circle equation becomes u square plus v square minus 2v cot. See here, if you take some other constant c2y plus 1 is equal to 0, and here is the graph here. So this is straightly from the textbook. I have taken x is equal to c and I have shown you, as it is a lengthy one, so we have to write like this. So if you take y is equal to 0, the equation will be like this, and we have to make a conclusion. So this is from the textbook, and the next topic here is w is equal to sine hz. And thank you for staying till the end. If you really like, you know what to do, please, it is also very easy. The problem is also very easy. Tan can be written as a sine by cos, and we have multiplied both sides with this, and we have applied sine c cos d formula. So one time we have to make an addition, and we have to make a subtraction another time, and here is the conclusion. So these two are the values. I have changed it into hyperbolic functions, and the real part and the imaginary part got separated. And after that, after eliminating y here, so we have to square and we have to subtract, and after squaring and subtracting, we got the two equations here. And here is the case that x is equal to c. After keeping x is equal to c, so here we got two equations, and after that, after squaring and subtracting, we got the two equations, and we got, after calculating, we got a circle equation here. The circle equation is nothing but u square plus v square plus 2v cot 2c minus 1. So in case if we keep y is equal to c, we'll be getting u square plus v square. So u square plus v square plus 2v cot 2c minus 1 is the circle equation. And here is how the z plane transformed to the w plane. And this is the clarity from the textbook, and the solution clearly, one step after the other step, is clearly vividly explained. And thank you so much for watching, and my eternal gratitude to all the viewers for all your support and encouragement. And hopefully you will have a look at my next video too, and share it with your friends and siblings, as it is most important. And please understand, if you practice well, definitely you can solve by your own. And thank you so much.